In 2022, rent's high, okay? Now, I don't know about you, okay, but I'm seeing it. I'm a landlord, I don't rent, but I kind of feel it, okay? It keeps going up. Like a 2 bedroom, 1 bath. 3 years ago, I could rent that for like $700. In today's market, I could rent that for $1,000. Now, somebody asked me a good question. They said, well, how long will rents continue to increase like this? And so today I wanted to just give like a little deep dive about, number one, why rent is even going up, why we should want rents to go up, and then, will they actually slow down? Now, if you guys don't know, I'm a full-time real estate investor and I have over 52 doors, okay? That means I have 52 checks coming in from rental properties every single month. So I think I'm qualified to talk about it. But until then, I'm just gonna show you some B-roll of some of my properties, okay? And we'll get right into it. What's up, y'all? Let's get into this, okay? Now, if you're looking to rent a place, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to live, but I'm just saying you might want to get yourself in a position to buy. The way things are going, rent's crazy, okay? Rent is crazy. I think right now it's not even on the landlord, because I know that's typically the first person that everyone blames. Is like, well, this rich guy is hitting me up for more money. He's jacking up the rent so he can fill up his pockets and he can take it to the bank. That's not the case at all, okay? Like the United States, like census, whenever that comes around every 2 years, does like a survey of everybody and what they do, okay? And typically the average landlord only has 2 doors. So that person ain't rich, okay? Think about it, 2 doors, and let's just say the average rent is $1,000. So that person gets paid $2,000 from their properties. That's not a lot of money. So it ain't that these people are rich. I wanna go back a little bit, because these last 3 years, these last 2.5 years have been different. That's what it's mainly gonna start with. Is right when COVID hit, we were seeing a great time in the market, period. The market had been rising steadily. The housing market, that's what I'm talking about. The market had been rising steadily. Prices were going up, but nothing crazy. It was just like a consistent, gradual thing. Now, when the shutdown came from COVID, okay, it stopped. Everybody stopped. Okay, everybody stopped. For almost, I think it was for like 3 weeks, we were in a recession. A lot of people were selling to say, hey, let me get liquid out of these, out of these accounts, out of these houses. I need liquid so I can hold on to. Now, once that happened, the market it didn't drop, it didn't go up, it just stuck. It was like stale, literally, for about those 3 weeks. When everyone realized that, hey, well, what happened was the news actually came out and said, hey, you don't have to pay your rents. It's not that people didn't have to pay their rents. It's just that the government was making it okay that if the tenant did not pay, then the landlord couldn't do anything about it. Next, what happened is the government stepped in, okay? They realized that the landlords was about to be hurt. So they stepped in and they say, hey, we're gonna create a bunch of assistance programs. We're going to subsidize this category of person's lifestyle. We're gonna make sure they continue their lifestyle, and that's gonna help the landlord. The next thing that came up was that landlords did not get any assistance on mortgage. Now, if you owned a home and you lived in that home, you that's totally fine. You could take the I forget what kind of assistance they call it, but you could not pay your mortgage for up to 12 years. It was some kind of deferment program, and I forget the exact name it was. But it helped homeowners, not landlords. So the landlords that had tenants who weren't paying, who couldn't evict, they're biting the bullet. They're taking punches in the chest for a full year. Okay, for a full year. Now, once again, some of those tenants, they actually did responsible things and hooked up with the government and they paid. So now we're printing money, right? In today's society, right, money is not really backed by anything. We can just kind of put it in a computer and voila, there's more money. Now, this right here causes inflation. Okay, it's just simple supply and demand. Anytime there's more money in the marketplace, it devalues just like that. So the dollar is now worth less. So it's not just your rent, it's every single one. Now, we need inflation. Everybody, wants to be able to have a product, an ebook, a class, a t-shirt, and be able to sell it for one amount today. And then next year, everyone wants to be able to sell it for a higher amount. So we need inflation. It's not that inflation is a bad thing. Typically inflation hovers around that 1.5 to 2.5%. But every now and again, okay, inflation will kick up like it did over the last 12 months to 7%. And it will, and that's not good. Now, whenever it kicks up to 7%, it's not just one particular category that gets hurt. So it's not just rents. It is property taxes. So this year I actually got served from all the counties that I own properties in, literally, property tax increase, not just on the houses, but on the cars. Insurance increase, not just on the houses, on the cars. You know what I mean? Gas going up, right? Materials are going up. Labor cost is going up. So it's not just one particular thing. So now let's look at it like this. So if the landlord has to pay more in materials to fix the houses, has to pay more in labor to get the houses fixed up, has to pay more in property taxes to keep the houses, has to pay more insurance to insure the houses, that adds a whole nother level of expense to his category. So boom, that means he has to go up. On top of that, the average landlord has not been paid for the last year. So rents have to go up. Now, how long will they go up? We don't know, okay? Now, if the governments keep printing money, it's gonna continue to go up. If prices of labor and materials to continue to go up, then rents are gonna continue to go up. Okay, now remember, you don't need all three to do a deal. You just need two to do you, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.